you've tested positive in the past for performance-enhancing drugs, and that seems to be in your rearview mirror nowadays. What was that experience like going through that?
It was fun. It was fun as hell. Oh, man, tell you what it did. It woke my ass up. So when everybody thought I was a fraud, I had my back against the wall. I had my best season to date. It was in 2017. So I came out. I went against the best pass rusher, feels like every game the whole year. And so I just kept gradually picking up and getting better. And so I feel like whenever people evaluate me or look at how I played in the past, I don't really think anything's changed. So there was no drop-off. If anything, I've gotten nothing but better ever since I've been in the league. So, and as far as my accomplishments, everything that I've accomplished has been after suspensions. And so after serving my time, I lost all my guaranteed money. I lost a lot of people that supported me or were behind me. So the coolest thing about it is I got to revamp myself. And with everything against the wall, man, I've done nothing but just excel. And so these next 4 years, I'm going to give them hell and keep proving myself right.
When you say you lost your guaranteed money, wait, what does that mean?
Yeah, so if you get a suspension or if you say if you fail a drug test, there's other stuff too that you can violate it. But so you have a contract, so you have your guaranteed contract. So mine was, it was 5 years for 64, and I had like 35 million guaranteed money. So that's money that you're going to see. You're supposed to see every penny. So I lost that. So no money's guaranteed. You're still making the money, but if you get hurt or if you get, a career-ending injury, you don't get nothing. So that's what it means, guaranteed money.
And what's the the drug testing protocol in the NFL?
As far as for PEDs, they test us pretty regularly. For street drugs, we have usually an annual, one time a year. And if you pass that, you're good. But so once you test positive, you're in the program. So as far as me, my career, I've been tested more than anybody. So once you fail a test, you're getting tested probably 3 times as much as everybody else. And so that's what I did. You get blood tested for growth hormone, and then you get urine tested for everything else.
The mental side of things must be really difficult with travel and the different teams you guys are playing, and the high level of competitiveness is just on another level, and then you're dealing with injuries and so forth, going from one game to another. How have you been able to deal with the mental side of things? Is there certain things you mentioned earlier about kind of practicing with focus? Or is there other ways that you're training your mind?
Well, a lot of it's, your routine. I think phones only create anxiety. I feel like you do nothing but watch the news. All that does is create anxiety. Everything you see, I feel like from that perspective, is usually negative. Usually the news is all negative. Usually the internet, any discussions or anything is going to be negative. A lot of trolls out there. So it's really what you want to put your mind to. And so I feel like if you can limit those two, that'll be huge. And then I feel like, it's part about who you hang around with, the group you hang around with. If you're hanging around good people that support you, that are behind you, that are positive, it's going to feed off on you. If you're around our coach calls it the fellowship of the miserable. If you're around those guys, they're going to drag you down. And so be careful who you hang around.
I'm curious about this, man. Because I think Mark too, I've asked him this question, but because you kind of said you have everything you could ever want, right? And obviously you have the money to pay for anything you could ever possibly want for the most part. But did that or does that change your level of happiness as an individual now that you have all of that? Like, I
feel like money only amplifies what you were anyway. So
okay,
that's what I feel. So like I said, there's a lot of guys that want to get this big contract. Okay, once you get it, then what? You think it's over? No, it only intensifies because you're held to a higher standard of play. Once you're a certain player, if you're an all-pro player, that's your expectation now. So things change. So just because you get your contract, it's not right off into the sunset. Shit only gets real. It gets more real as that progresses in your career. But like I said, man, there's only so much you can do in a day. There's only so much you can't control. And so as far as me, let the haters hate. I'm going to keep doing me. I I got my team. I got my people that care about me. That's who I hang around with. We train, we get after it, and then we get after people on Sundays. And, looking to have about 4 more years of it before I hang it up.
So with that being said, like what are the things that do actually bring you happiness, and like where do you feel that your purpose lies as an individual?
I feel like my purpose lies is going to be helping the guys when I get done with this. So younger guys, I can kind of live through them. I can tell stories of my journey, how I got to where I'm at, the hardships, stuff I went through, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and use that to direct younger guys. I feel like that's where my heart is. Where I'm most happy is when I'm around my family, when I'm around my kids. I love fishing, man. I love getting away from a lot of people. I'm from the country. I'm not a big city person, so
yeah.
I like training. If I'm not training, I'm pretty pissed. If I can train, if I can eat good, if I can fish or do something like that, I'm pretty happy. So there it is.
What was the key to getting that Super Bowl ring? If you could kind of sum it up, what was different about that team in particular that was able to get that done against the Patriots?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't expected to do much. After Carson got hurt, we were expected to be one and done in the playoffs. So I feel like as far as expectations, we didn't have any, so we had nothing to lose. So we had only everything to gain. So when you're going into a game expecting to lose by a lot and you go out there and you smash somebody in the mouth, it just gives you the utmost confidence. And really, I feel like we have the perfect blend of people as far as younger guys, young energy, and then, the sophisticated vets who have, some who have already won a Super Bowl and had that knowledge. I feel like it was the perfect blend. And when we got to play the Patriots, they were a great team. We knew they were a great offense, but as far as their defense, it wasn't nothing that was, that caught us off guard or anything. So we knew we could score points. And then really, man, a lot of it goes down to luck too. I mean, as far as, the plays we made, I mean, it was just, everything kind of clicked that night, and I'm glad it did. It was a fun season. It was a long season, but it was, all the ups and downs. It was just a crazy year, and the way we ended it off was special.